Making It from the Midwest, and this is going to be a tutorial showing you how to get the look that I'm wearing right now. It also happens to be not only a $20 look, but a waterproof $20 look. And thank you so much to Twilight Lover, I believe that is your tag, your handle, who requested in my last $20 challenge if I could do a waterproof. Right, a $20 waterproof challenge, and it has been the hardest thing to do because once I started getting my products together, foundations and eyeshadows and stuff that were meant to be waterproof and long wearing, my budget was blown. Just 2 products, a foundation and eyeshadow that were meant to be waterproof, it was just gone. You know, over half the budget was gone. It was just going to be a mess. And I wanted to give you a look that was interesting, but at the same time really was waterproof. So I had to look online for a few tips and tricks as to how I could make my makeup waterproof kind of on the cheap, and so that's exactly what I did. If you'd like to see how I got this look, all the products I used, and the trick that I used to make it so waterproof, please continue watching. So this look is going to start off with a primer, and this isn't going to be your conventional primer. When I looked online to see how to kind of DIY your own face primer, I came across a few results, but the most frequent and the most highly recommended involved using either glycerin, pure glycerin, mixing that with water, or aloe, what's it called? Juice. Aloe juice. Well, I couldn't find glycerin. I don't even know what a practical use for glycerin is, so when I went to CVS or the grocery store, no one could really help me find it, and I don't think they had it. So that's a little bit harder to find. Aloe juice can be found at GNC, however there isn't one by me, so I settled for aloe gel. And there are a few different ways you can use this throughout the tutorial, and I'm going to show you a few ways. But it does make you go 3 cents over the $20 budget if you choose to include one method over the other. So the first method is to take your aloe gel. This is CVS brand Pure Aloe Vera Sensitive Skin Gel, just says After Sun on it. It was $2.99, so to get something this huge, you could use it as a primer or a true After Sun gel for a very long time afterwards. And all you do with this is rub it all over your face like you would a primer. The other method you can use is to get a tiny squirt bottle. This costs $1, and mix a little bit of the gel with some water, shake it up, and you're good you have a mist. Now this is better because, as you'll see throughout the tutorial, you can not only spray your face with this at the beginning, kind of like you would another face primer, but you can also spray your makeup with it at the end when you're done to give you some extra staying power, whereas you can rub this on your face at the beginning, but when your makeup's all said and done, you're not going to go rubbing this all over it afterwards to set it. So this might be worth the $1 it takes just to make sure you have that after makeup setting spray. So I'm going to use the bottle method. I'm just going to spritz my face with my aloe water mixture. Then I'm taking my Rimmel Clean Finish foundation, and I'm putting a little bit of that on the back of my hand. Of all the foundations I've used, this is definitely one of my favorite. And someone in the comment section of a previous $20 challenge video asked me to do a review of the products that I've done. What are my favorite drugstore? What are my worst? So that will come soon. I just want to get a few more of these videos out before I do that. That way it'll be a really comprehensive review and not just kind of a spotty one. For the eyes, the other great thing about this aloe is it really, I mean, obviously if it primes your face, it's going to prime your eyes. So I'm going to be laying this down, not spritzing it down, but laying it down with my finger on my eyelids. And I've already tried this trick out because I really, first of all, I wanted to see that the aloe trick legitimately works, and it does. I did notice my makeup staying longer, but I used this as an eye primer on one side of my face, and then I spritzed the other side, and I found that laying this aloe down before you put your eyeshadows on, rather than spritzing it, kind of transforms them. It really does make them pigmented in addition to helping them stay. So I kind of like this trick, and I might use it more if I'm really in a pinch for, you know, an eye primer. So for the eyes, I'm using this duo by Maybelline. It is the Eye Studio Duo in, Silver Starlette, and I kind of cheated with this because full price, it would not fit in the budget, but I got it obviously for 50% off at the CVS, one of their clearance sales. So it's what I'm using. Keep in mind, you can go to the dollar store and get an LA Colors quad or trio for $1, and so really whatever eyeshadow you use is completely up to you and can keep you well under budget. But I couldn't do that, and so this is what I had, this is what I'm working with, and it's still fudging. It's fudging a little bit, but it's still keeping me under $20 legitimately. I guess I should tell you what I'm doing. I am placing this champagne color all over the moving part of my lid, and then as well as my brow bone and inner corner, and then I'm working the brown color up into my crease, and I'm just using my fingers for this action because I didn't have enough money for a brush. So for the liner, I've just gone in and used my Wet n Wild waterproof liquid liner, and I've created kind of a, just really defined, you can create whatever kind of wing or line you want. I did kind of a subtle cat eye with a little flick at the end. And then, because mascara doesn't exactly work into this budget, I've also used this as a kind of lash enhancer. It will deepen them if you're a blonde, it will deepen them and darken them if you have some fallout from the eyeshadow you used. It's not going to be a mascara, so it's not going to give you the lift and separation and thickness that a mascara will, but it will do if you are really sticking to a $20 budget. So that is why I've just gone in with this wand and kind of run it along my lashes like so to thicken them. That's it. Alright, now what is probably my favorite part of this look is that I am going to use for the lips and cheeks a Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain. I have been trying forever to work one of these into a tutorial, and I just haven't been able to make all the products work because I've been using different, more expensive foundations than this one. Just things, the stars had not aligned until now, and finally I get to, and this is in the shade Sweetheart. So I'm just applying that to my lips. And then I'm taking, just rubbing it on my finger and applying that to my cheeks. And the great thing about this is, because it is a balm stain, it's going to stay for quite a while, both on your lips and your cheeks. So that is it for my finished $20 waterproof makeup tutorial. And I want to thank, I think it was Twilight Lover, who suggested or asked that I do this, because not only was it easily the most challenging of the $20 looks I have done, but it also made me aware of some really great, easy, cheap tricks to keep my makeup staying all day, not having to buy fancy schmancy primers or eye primer, you know, all that kind of stuff, because this really does work for me. And I think it will work for anyone. I can't speak for those with really oily skin because I don't have really oily skin, but I think you should definitely give it a shot because it works, it's pretty stellar. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this was as helpful for you as it was for me and that you enjoyed it. So please subscribe if you haven't already right there, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!